Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps today. You know we had to go visit St. Meghan Markle. And again, if you're like, "Hey Jen, what's that?" It's a group on Reddit that writes really funny things, really clever posts and talk all about the Harry and Meghan stuff. And they are, what's the word, alight about this trial that we're all obsessed with right now. So I'm excited to dive into this, but I wanted to bring in my favorite co-host to discuss these memes and articles with us.
Hello, I am the Meme King. This is Jay, also known as Dr. Bad Vibes. You can find me on YouTube and Twitch, and sometimes Reddit.
All right, Meme King, let's take a look at some of these memes and articles. Again, find St. Meghan Markle. Welcome, sinners. I'm so glad you're here.
So first up, we have this post from Big White Fishy. You can't make this up. Prince Harry ranted in court this morning that his court case is being reported in the press. Yeah, and the weathermen told the weather. You know, it's news. It's going to be reported. I love the photo, though. I mean, I've seen this one before. I don't remember the exact context. I don't know why he looks like he's Dracula rising up out of his casket or being prepared to be mummified.
He's doing his what's that? It's not EDM. It's like whatever that therapy is where you do like touch stuff. But yeah, I love that he's bringing a court case against press and then he's surprised that there's press surrounding it. But yet he's smiling like a monkey to the photographers out front, and our friend of the channel David pointed out he can walk in the back entrance, but he doesn't want to. He wants to go through the press line.
Oh, that's so weird. I didn't know that. I thought maybe that was like a, UK thing. Like they didn't, they don't have back door. They don't have back doors in the UK. That's what I thought. No, not really. I thought it was just the way the court was set up. Well, that's extra weird. That makes even less sense. Okay, well.
Welcome to Harry's world.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, this was posted by Iridescent Tardigrade, and it says, "Cartoon from the Times." This is excellent. Look at the petulant look on his face, spoiled brat. But it says, "My truth, my whole truth, and nothing but my truth," with his hand on spare and his pointy little finger and his beady eyes and his attitude and his self-loathing. But it says, "So help you God."
And from Aware Impression 8527, live footage of Prince William's private correspondence being intercepted, which is probably accurate. I think we found the hacker. It's like, I don't know how these things keep getting out. And Megan's like, oh, yeah, me either. I don't know. Like it's so weird. It's just like all the stuff that they keep texting you just keeps leaking somehow.
Yeah. Yeah, all the private information somehow, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, keeps getting leaked by these two a-holes. They're the biggest invaders of their own privacy ever. So yeah, no, it's all ridiculous. But I love this meme. All right, Me Gain NYC posts, "I used to think Harry resembled the kid in the 1990 movie Problem Child. How fitting this turned out to be. Oh my God, I never put that together. But yeah, look at all these photos. Well done, poster, for comparing these, because it does look like him. And yeah, how apt. I mean, that's perfect."
So this one isn't so much of a meme as it is sad reality. So user Tarilumi has posted, "So Has never sought legal advice until he bumped into his lawyer in France." And it sounds like they bumped into each other on vacation. And in the image you can see, I didn't go to them. I bumped into Sherborne in France. It's in my book. And that came up in court. So Mr. Green asked, "So prior to you bumping into him, you hadn't sought advice?" "No, nothing at all." "So it wasn't a concern over any particular article that led you to go to solicitors?" "No." So it makes me sound like his lawyer, it sounds to me like his lawyer's a crook. Like, he's like, "Hey, I can make this guy sue for whatever and charge for all these hours." He's like, "I don't care if we win. I win no matter what because I'm going to bill for 1,000 hours."
Yeah. Yeah, and I think I talked about this in another video. It just, to me, screams how unaware he is of how he comes across, saying, "I was on vacation in France when I ran into my lawyer, and that's when I decided to bring the action." I think it was that he found out his lawyer was looking at bringing action against them in general, and then Harry decided to hook onto it. I might have that a little bit wrong, but you get the gist. I mean, Harry just decided, oh, me too. Like, hey, you want a drink too, Harry? Yes. Do you want a sue too? Yes, I do. It's just, what? Okay, and then Objective T posted, Delusion Exhibit A, lawsuits. Harry says, my injury is only of public interest if it's life-threatening. He's upset that people had interest in his knee injury and concedes it would make sense if it was life-threatening in his statement. And yet, he was upset that people were interested in Diana's car crash, which was life-threatening. If I wasn't mad at the contradiction, I'd laugh at the stupidity and self-importance. Such a good point. He continues to contradict himself every step of the way.
So I love this post from Witch Homework 2453. How amazing must the palace's PR be for making us all think Prince Harry was actually a cool guy, the most popular royal for years and years. Today's entree in court reveals that although we suspected stupidity, he's actually next level moron. No wonder the wife is nowhere to be seen. I don't know that acronym, but okay. He says things like, I don't walk down the street.
These are actual lines from court.
These are things he said with his hand on the Bible. I don't walk down the street, I hover. I use my mind powers to float. I've never walked in a kitchen. I believe that one. So while that may be true, I don't know what it has to do with anything. It's like, Harry, what do you know about phone hacking? I've never walked in a kitchen.
Oh, well, you've come to the right wife to fill you in here. So Harold was claiming that he wanted to have a private lunch with his friends, but somehow a photographer found him and the story ended up in a newspaper. Well, Mr. Green was like, hello, there's a celebrity chef. Do you think maybe he could have leaked the details? Like, it would probably behoove him, at that point we still liked Harry, so it would probably benefit him to have these details leaked out. Harry, his reply was, I have no idea. I've never worked in a kitchen. Harry's reply was, he's too busy. And Mr. Green says, don't you think he has assistants maybe? Somebody could make that call? I have no idea. I've never worked in a kitchen. Okay.
Wow. So even with the context, that doesn't really change anything. They may as well asked him, hey, Harry, how does life work? I don't know. I've never worked in a kitchen. And that gives us the same answer. He doesn't know how life works. But people can communicate with each other even without cell phones, and things can be shared, such as information.
I don't think you were I forget which video you recorded with me and which one you didn't, but I literally said, that'd be like me saying, hey, Jay, go to the store and buy us some bread. You'd come home with some bread and probably something else weird, but Harry would come home with a fucking tire or something confused, like, is this what you wanted? Okay, this one was posted by Ruse Mama, and it says, is Harry wearing an earpiece? Weird. So there is this theory going around, I saw this too, speculating that Harry might be wearing an earpiece. And at first I thought, well, God, if so, like, who the hell is coaching him? That person needs to be fired immediately. But you know what? Maybe he is, because can you imagine Meghan's like sitting in Montecito yelling into his ear, and maybe that's why he's so confused all the time.
Well, people are really analyzing this, and it looks like it could be more than earwax. Side by side does look like previous earpiece situations. If somebody is feeding him anything after all that we've heard and read so far, they need to be fired. If it's his wife, she needs to be fired from wife. But she could be half the world away, so maybe the signal isn't so great. That's why she's telling him what to say, and he's just like, I've never worked in a kitchen. And she's like, no! That's not what I said! Say something smart. It's unconscious bias. I don't know how phones work.
And here's the final picture they had posted. It might be a stretch. Maybe he was wired. Who knows? Maybe it's a shock collar of Meghan put on him, like, if you say anything dumb, I'm shocking you. And maybe that's why he can't stop like twitching and stuff. Who knows? But I'm here for the speculation. It's fun either way. It's fun to think of her back in Montecito screaming every time he says Chelsea, which, by the way, sounds like it was a million times to like the 4 times he brought up Meghan. I kind of love that detail. Well, guys, this was so much fun. As more stuff comes out, of course, we will continue to talk about it. But in the meantime, tell everybody what you're working on and where to find you.
Well, you can find me playing video games on YouTube and Twitch as Dr. Bad Vibes, mainly old games, but Street Fighter 6 is out, so I'm punching modern faces now.
And as always, you can find me right here. I post lots of stuff a lot of the time. So check back lots, but that's a lot of lots. But as always, leave me your comments. I want to know your thoughts on all this. Leave me your favorite. Let me know what your favorite meme was from this one. And yeah, as more comes out, we will continue to talk about it. I hope you have the best day. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.